From this moment on, you will now be known as Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Welcome, brother Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh-ha-ha!
Enough with the Sharkbait.
Sharkbait! Ooh!
Hey everybody, this is D with a quick little update on the summer tub. I got the first batch of split-tail Goodeids and they are doing very nicely. The parents are doing okay, the plants are growing, and these guys are growing very quickly. You look very close, you might catch a glimpse of them. I just happened to notice them today. They're in there. And that doesn't account for the few that actually may have swam through the little screen area and just going wild in the tub. But the summer tub is starting to come to life. And I just picked up some guppies, which I usually don't do. But I got some white Moscow females as well as red koi. I just got a group of 4. I'm gonna keep them in this little floating breeder area that I created. If you watch my videos, you'll know I keep my little floating breeder boxes, my homemade breeder boxes, which are much larger than the normal breeder box. And they're in a 6-foot tub. Now the only test will be whether the guppies adapt to the fluctuating temperatures of the tub. There are quite a few Goodeids in here. I released some fry from the breeder system inside the house, and these guys are just living their best life in here. I see them once in a while. There's some just jetting bass. Might not have caught them. It's a beautiful thing about the tub, 6 foot of surface area, and these guys go absolutely wild. And the plants go wild as well. No fertilizer, no nothing. These guys are just like cruising the whole expanse of the tub. It's almost hard to keep track of them. The Ratala is doing well now. Don't have the red, but the Ratala is growing right out of the water, as you can see. It's gonna hate life when I put it inside the house. And I'm sorry for the extreme zoom, but that's probably the only way that you'll catch a glimpse of the fish that are in here. They're really, really camouflaged across the sediment background, or rather base of the tub. But they're living the best life. The temperatures, I lost my thermometer. It's in here somewhere. I don't want to just jump in there, but the temperature was hovering at about 74 on a regular. The lowest that I've seen was 71 in the last couple of days. We've had a lot of rain, and the fish are really, really doing well. I see quite a bit of growth on the ones that I see, as well as the babies. I'm hoping that the guppies do well. Good thing about these little breeder things is it's small enough for the fry to swim out, but usually too large. I mean, it's large enough for the fry to swim out, but too small for the parents to swim out, and we'll probably test that theory shortly. And if they do swim out, I'm not really worried about it because it's so much surface area in here that they can pretty much escape predation. This is where I get a majority of my fry. And the mountain minnows are in there also swimming around. I put about 6 mountain minnows in there. They breed pretty quickly. One thing about mountain minnows, once you give them anything like guppy grass or moss in an open space, as soon as that sun comes up in the morning, these guys start dropping eggs. So I'll probably have 1,000 of them at the end of the year, as well as a ton of this floating plant life. So looking cool. Quick little update. Click that subscribe button. If you got any questions, wondering how you can start a summer tub up, check out my older videos. I've been doing this for about 6 or 7 years now. I lose count every year. I don't know how long this tub is going to hold up. It is doing pretty good, the 70-gallon tub. I'm not doing any water changes, just letting Mother Nature do what it do. My thing now is to grow as much in the way of plant variety. I got Kabamba here. I have Ratala. The Ratala loves the sun. Have some guppy grass over there. Some floating moss. I had some wisteria. I thought I dropped wisteria in there. Oh, look at that. They're hovering over that little bunch of guppy grass. So there may be some eggs in there also. And once in a while I have a little plant matter. I use my oak leaves. I can see some here on the floor here. Use the oak leaves, not this one in particular, but I get some dried off the tree. I am getting lantern bugs though. Look at this guy here. Try to squish those guys when I try to squish. I know that was creepy, but try to squish these guys because they are extremely evasive. And I'm hoping that the fish eat the fry that fall through this thing. But there's a good shot of the guppies. Maybe I get it from the top a little better. Beautiful fish. I'm acclimating them now, temperature acclimating them. And I'm hoping they're loving life there. There's some fry right there. Get a quick glimpse. And I just found this to be like the easiest way to breed them in these little containers. I let them breed in containers, swim through the holes, the parents stay in the containers, the fry. Oh, there's a nice one there, little baby. The fry go free, the parents stay up there, and eventually I'll let them out and I feed them. It's easier to feed them in this thing too, even though there's lots of larvae and natural food sources for the fish out here, which is why they grow so fast. I do feed them crushed flake. I have a little floating fish feeder that I put in here with some Daphnia once in a while, some frozen foods, but I don't do that too often. I mostly feed them little crushed flake, and I don't worry about it because it rains, the water flows over my little overflow here. Keeps them in there. I haven't lost fry as far as I know in coming years, but yeah, self-sufficient system comes to life. Nothing to do. Solar powered air pumps doing its job, pumping nicely. I got my little enclosure so it doesn't get wet. Solar panels are up. I'll add a few more, and that's it. So till next time, this is D with the update. Love, peace, and hair grease, everybody. Keep those fish swimming.